Thank you, the Nightmare Wolf. Can't say it because I probably will screw it up, but thank you for telling me that's the martial arts that they do for earthbending. I've been wondering that. I probably heard it somewhere, but I forgot it. So thank you. On with the video. So, it's a week after the exams. Izumi is walking home. Or not walking home. More like sliding home. Because if you've not seen when she learns how to metal bend, when she goes into the ground and then launches forward, that's what she did all the way home. And Night Eye saw this and asks, "Do you ever cease to amaze people?" And she goes, "Nope. No, I don't." Sorry if there's a wind breeze thing. It's quite windy outside. And it's quite nice outside too. So this is one of the only episodes where you're going to have to deal with it. So when she gets home, this is a week after from she went to do something, and when she gets home, Night Eye catches her at the door and says, "You're home. Well, here's your letter from UA. But I already know what it says because it's me." And she goes, "I already know what it says too because it's me." And Night Eye starts laughing. Jack, come here. Jack. My cat Jack is the big chunkest of my family. Oh, God dang it. He ran away. But so they start having a joke with each other. And this was so Night Eye opens it, puts it on the table, and you don't even see anything. All you just hear is audio because they know she's blind. And all you hear is someone going, "Oh God, I'm crying, and laughing in the background. And Izumi immediately knows who that is. She goes, "Aizawa!" And All Might goes, "I am here to welcome you to Your Hero Academia." And Aizawa goes, "It's gonna be funny. Tell her. And All Might goes, "I don't want to." He goes, "Tell her, just do it." I'm just gonna say Night Eye's last name is now Midoriya because they legally changed it and all that to make her seem like his biological daughter because of the green hair and everything. And he goes, "You have beaten my record by a lot." And Night Eye starts laughing again, going, "You even beat the number one hero's record. You're going to be the number one hero any day now." And Toph goes, or not Toph, Izumi goes, "No, I'm not going to be the number one hero. I'm going to be the symbol of peace and inspiration." And Night Eye goes, "Peace, yes. Inspiration, yes. Are you going to be liked by everybody? Oh, hell no." And she goes, "Why?" And he goes, "Your attitude needs a little adjustment." She goes, "My attitude needs no adjustment, mister." And they just keep teasing each other. If you've ever had someone so close to you that you can call family, to where if you tease them and they tease you, you just laugh it off. That's the kind of chemistry Night Eye and Izumi have. It's like a big brother, little sister kind of energy when they're alone. But when they're out in public, it's definitely a father-daughter kind of energy. Because they got to keep up the act. So, I'm going to skip to when the uniform comes in. And Toph opens it up and pulls the uniform out and immediately throws it in the trash. And yells, "Yo! Night Eye!" Or whatever his real name is. I've looked it up. I can't pronounce it. It was written in Japanese characters. I can't say it. "Yo, Night Eye! Where's the clothes? All I got was fabric." And he goes, "Check at the back of the box, not the front. The front's just for appearances." And she goes, "I did. It's just a sports bra and some short shorts." And he starts laughing and goes, "Yeah, apparently Nezu has that kind of fetish." And she just face palms. So she puts them on and starts walking to school. But she has a tank top on too. And since she can't see the colors, she requires Night Eye to tell her what colors they are. And Night Eye says that it's green and yellow. And she prefers the color scheme green and yellow. But because of the feeling that she gets from the rock, earthen colors, she prefers that color scheme with the earthen colors because it suits her personality of, you punch me, I'll punch you back. An eye for an eye kind of mentality. But what she really looks like right now is buff, like in the picture. She looks like in the picture. Except for the eyes. Which, since her quirk is kind of like manipulating Earth, the mutation of her being blind shows just pure green eyes. So it still looks like she's blind, but it looks like the back of her eye is green instead of just normal colors. So, the very first day of school, she walks in and Aizawa is sitting behind his desk. No one's noticed him. She walks up to the desk, stomps the ground. A wall of rock appears in front of Aizawa, blocking him from any light. And she walks to the back of class. And Alex walks in the room, sees Izumi, runs to the back of class, and yells, "Toph!" And immediately gets hit in the butt by a rock pillar. And then a rock sign that she always has in her bag, she drops on the ground and kicks it. It gets kicked over to Alex, and she reads it, and it says, "My name isn't Toph, it's Izumi." Please call me Izumi. And Alex looks at it weird and asks, what? And then Toph immediately slams the ground with her foot, and a giant earth spike shatters the basically stone tablet in Alex's hand. Alex's hands. And she starts speaking. You knew me. Now you need to know me. And Alex asks more confused, what? And then Toph goes, look underneath the underneath. Which still makes no sense to Alex. Then Aizawa knocks on the ground 3 times, showing that he's awake and he's ready to teach class. So all of a sudden, everybody hears a stomp of a bare foot on the floor. The 3rd one in a row. They look at Toph and they go, what? Or they look at Izumi and go, why do you not have shoes on? She goes, that's the only way I can see. Blind. She waves her hand in front of her face. And everybody's like, okay. When she's outside, she prefers to be barefoot. When she's inside, she definitely is barefoot. What else? So, Aizawa finally gets up, gets out of caterpillar mode, and says, shut up you problem children, and put these on. And he throws a PE uniform to Toph and hits on his desk a stack of PE uniforms. And they ask, why are you throwing her them instead of throwing us all them? And he goes, first off, I do what I want. Second off, she's blind. They finally look at Toph and actually understand that she's actually blind. She can't see anything. And she goes, really, Aizawa? You know I can see through my feet. He goes, yeah. Come on, it's hilarious seeing people's reaction. She goes, yeah, I kind of can understand that. Because when it's raining, I can see perfectly fine. It's like I have eyes. But when it's not raining, I can only see where people are. I can't see what they look like. Oh, excuse me. So, he goes, go out to the training field, and he says, Toph, you're first because you got the highest score. And I forget if I made Bakugo male or female in this one. But Bakugo gets really frustrated. And that's, what the hell? A damn extra? And then immediately gets hit in the butt by an earth spike and Izumi says, I'm not a damn extra. You want to fight and go right now and see what I am? And he's still, Bakugo is still nursing, Bakugo is still nursing the butt. I think I made him male. I forget if I made him male or not. If I made him male and a crush on Izumi. Type in the comments if you know. I don't really remember. But, uh, what was it? So they get out there, and there's thumpers. So what they do is they hit the ground really hard to make a vibration in the ground. So there's thumpers on the north side of the campus, south side of the campus, east side of the campus, and west side of the campus. So he clicks the thumper for north, and he says, that way's north. North, west, northwest, south, and east. She goes, okay. And then he throws a ball in the middle of the circle and says, that's the circle. Throw it southwest. So she turns southwest and she throws the ball with her earthbending and launches it. And then 5 minutes later, she sees where it lands. She goes, it landed roughly 756.62 meters. And Aizawa looks at his phone and says, 0.63. By the way, this is perfectly fine. He goes, missed the 0.01. That serves me right for trying to see where it lands. Estimating off of that. I'm not walking it. Oh well. So she walks to the back of the group and starts talking with Alex. And he says, Bakugo, it's your turn. So Bakugo walks into the ring and yells, die. Yeah, Bakugo walks in the ring and yells, die, while using an explosion. And Toph's ears start ringing. She's roughly 30 feet away from the explosion. On Bakugo's hand, her ears start ringing, and she falls to the ground in pain. Because she's never felt ringing like that before. And Aizawa immediately knows what this is, and says, go get Recovery Girl, and as fast as possible. He yells at Ida that. Because he knows everybody's quirk already. And Ida runs to the Recovery Girl and says, Aizawa Sensei needs you. He's the stick up the butt character. And runs back with Recovery Girl in his arms. He places her down right next to Izumi. And Recovery Girl taps her staff, waits 2 seconds, and taps it again. And Izumi stops squirming, but still is shaking in pain from the ringing. And Recovery Girl uses her quirk, and Izumi slowly relaxes, but is still in a little bit of pain because of the headache. And Recovery Girl says in a very soft voice, follow me. And everybody's like, what the hell just happened? Aizawa says, when you lose one of your senses, all your other senses heighten. When you're born without a sense, all your senses go quadruple their strength. And all their eyes widen, including Bakugo's. Because Bakugo's not going to be as jerky in this one as he normally is. He goes, so if I light off an explosion near her head, I could cause serious brain damage. And Aizawa thinks about it for a second and goes, yeah. And Bakugo looks at his hand and goes, okay, I'll be careful. And Aizawa, without noticing this, but Bakugo clenched his hand anger at himself. Because normally he's yelling at people and saying they're all extras, but when he saw that she's blind and she still got a better score than him, that she's a lot better than him. So he respects her enough to remember her name and know when something detrimental to her success is close by. So while they're in the same room, within like 30 feet, he's not going to activate his quirk. But when they're outside and he's like 40 feet away, he can activate his quirk and he feels fine about it. As long as it's not big explosions like what he just did. So when Izumi gets to Recover Girl's office, she lays down on a bed that has a specific cuff on the end of the bed where Izumi locks her foot in and goes to sleep. Because I'm saying that this specific bed has a cuff at the end just big enough for Izumi to have her foot in, and it's bolted to the floor. So when they need to wake up Izumi, they just touch her shoulder, she wakes up, then they start talking. And the vibrations that people let off while they're just standing there tells her how many people that are in the room and who is in the room. So, you know, so I'm going to skip to the USJ. Yes, Mineta got expelled. And yes, he also got hit in the eye with a earth spike. Because she punched the wall and a giant spike of earth got shot out of it. So, the USJ, Froppy is... So, Froppy asks, where is Izumi? And Aizawa says she can't ride any vehicles without having a panic attack. So she's currently in the cargo area of the bus, sleeping off a sleeping drug. Everybody asks, is it that bad? And Aizawa goes, yeah. She can easily destroy the entire UA campus with just one stomp if she wanted. Yes, I'm making her that overpowered. All their eyes widen and ask, what is her quirk? And Aizawa says, I don't think I'm really at liberty to say, but her quirk is called bending. Anything with minerals in it, she can move and manipulate. And Momo, being the chemistry and scientific whiz she is, asks, even water? And Aizawa says, a little bit of water, but not very much water. She prefers the earth-style martial arts instead of the Tai Chi you have to do for water, because she likes standing her ground and being the wall instead of the river that flows around. And everybody shakes their head going, okay, we understand. So, yeah, let's do that. So when they get to the USJ, the cargo area opens up This is a nice, uh, long road trip buses with the extra durable cargo area. It opens up. Aizawa pulls Izumi out of the area and gives her a stimulant to help get her going again. And when she finally wakes up, she asks Aizawa, "Was it really necessary to attack me?" He goes, "Yeah, you wouldn't have accepted it if I didn't." She goes, true, but seriously? Using All Might to overload my vision? He goes, I got behind you, didn't I? She goes, technically you got in front of me, and kind of. If I didn't let you get in front of me, I thought was just practicing his jumps. Next thing I know, he's punching the ground near me. And then all of a sudden, I get injected with something. Her cover girl would have asked. Yeah, I would have turned her down immediately. Once feeling her presence near me, I would have ran away because I knew we were going to the USJ today. Wait. Where are we? Izawa goes, surprise, we're at the USJ. And he jumps on the bus as fast as possible. And she goes, you know I can bend metal too, right? He goes, shit. And he jumps onto the glass and runs as fast as possible up to the tarp area of the USJ, where she cannot move the tarps. But he forgot that there's steel beams underneath the tarps. So when he got up there, all of a sudden a steel beam went shooting into his butt. Yes, you see a theme whenever she wants to hurt somebody. A steel beam went shooting up into his butt. Yes, it was blunt. It was blunt. And he falls down in front of her with a smoking butt and crying anime tears. And asking, mercy, have mercy. She goes, not today. Not today. And she says, he probably told you about my panic attacks. And they go, yeah, they did. Or, yeah, he did. She goes, yeah, I could have gotten here faster than the bus. Aizawa goes, really? And she goes, yeah. If I use my bending. He goes, that's not allowed yet. Not until you have your provisional license. And she goes, I do it all the time. It's either that or I have a panic attack in a car or a plane. If I walk, I'm fine. If I touch the ground at any point, I'm fine. She goes, what about beds? She goes, I have a special bed that's bolted to the ground to let vibrations touch me. And they go, oh, that makes sense. And they finally walk into the USJ after like 30 minutes of Aizawa nursing his rear. And freaking hate yawning. So they finally walk into the USJ, and 13 sees Toph immediately walk into the USJ first. And she goes, oh, that's why it took so long. Then she sees Toph stomp the ground once Aizawa walks in, and all the students are stuck outside. Then she punches a hole in the wall and goes, Ida, run. And stomps the ground again and seals the hole. She says, Aizawa, ready? And him seeing that she knocked, she told Ida to run. Ida only. She told him to run. He understood immediately what was going on. He started looking around everywhere, and then he saw a purple mist forming in the center. And then people walking out of the purple mist. And Shigaraki finally walks out and goes, "We are here to kill All Might." And Toph goes, "Bring the creature out. I know you have one." Shigaraki looks dumbfounded a little and he goes, "How do you know about the Nomu?" She goes, "I can feel that you're A, nervous, and B, irritated that All Might's not here." And that's the feeling of a child, too. So, you big man child, you're not the one here to kill All Might. So bring out the creature so we can A, either destroy it if it's a machine, or B, render it immobile if it's a creature. And Shigaraki says, A, it's here to kill All Might, not some dumb brat. And B, who do you think you are to give me orders? And she goes, well, first off, she stomps the ground and a giant rock pillar shoots up into Shigaraki's butt. Naruto 10,000 Years of Death style. And while he's flying through the air, he goes, "Kurogiri, pull it out." And Kurogiri summons the Nomu. And when Shigaraki lands, he's nursing his rear and says, "Nomu, kill that." And before he could finish it, Earth Spike hits Shigaraki in the head and knocks him out. But his hand is still pointing at Toph. And the Nomu puts that together that he wants the Nomu needs to kill um, Izumi. Izumi, not Toph. Izumi, not Toph. Izumi, not Toph. Ugh. And Aizawa says, "I knew you'd do this one day. Remember that idea I gave you for hero names?" She goes, "Yeah." He goes, "Did you choose one?" She goes, "Yeah." He goes, "What is it?" She immediately says, "Gaia, Mother of Earth." I almost said Gara, Sand Demon. No, Gaia, Mother of Earth. And he goes, "That's a good name." And then he pulls out a card that had Izumi Midoriya, age, height, blind, and it said her quirk. And he goes, "This card," and he puts it on the ground. He throws it onto the ground. He said, "That card is your pass." And she goes, "Okay." And picks up the card. Yeah, she picks up the card. And he goes, after we're done, you're going to have to tell midnight. She goes, why midnight? You know I don't like midnight. He goes, yeah, I know. But she's the name person in the entire school. And Izumi goes, no, I'm not telling midnight. He goes, you're going to have to. Oh, I'm going to end this one here. I know it's a little longer than the last one, but a lot shorter than I normally do, which is an hour to hour and 30 minutes. But I'm getting to the good parts. So she's just revealed her hero name. She has a temporary license. And what was it? She has enough power to destroy UA in a single stomp. So I'm probably gonna send out my Wise Man's Grandchild What If, or My Hero mashup What If later tonight, maybe? I don't know. Well, see you guys in the next episode. Bye!